Hi everyone, just wanted to spend a couple of minutes with you going through how to manage and create user accounts in MyBookit. So let's jump over to a site and we can take a look through. So here's my site. I've signed in and this is the home page that I'm given. MyBookit deals primarily with three different types of accounts. We have our instructor accounts. So those are people who are in charge of an event or who run an event. They generally have their name on the event as being in charge or being the leader or being the instructor. We have student accounts. Student accounts are people who will attend a class, so they show up in the timetable views that allow them to select different classes. And then we have login accounts. So login accounts are people who can log in and may be able to view their classes or view the timetables or log in and make changes. So most likely your parents, students, instructors, or your admins. Everything to manage user accounts is located under the People menu. When we select the People menu, we're given our search criteria at the top of the page. We can use this to quickly search for an account to help us find them quicker. So if we select the 2 to 3 year old class type here, we can see that Adam's account has shown up, and here we can quickly see if the account has been granted access to different parts of the site. So we can see that he is a student. He also has the ability to log in, and we can see his class type and primary location. We can go ahead and edit him by clicking on the magnifying glass, which brings up all the information that we hold on Adam's account. So from here, I can upload a photo for him. I can complete the rest of the information. The record types we talked about at the beginning. So by selecting a student information, we not only add additional fields here that are relevant to student accounts, but that will also make Adam's account show up in the timetables. By selecting the logins, we gain the login information. We can also then allow Adam to log in and see his own classes and make changes if we allow that through our site. At the bottom of the page, we're given our additional fields, which mean we have pre-configured. And then at the top of the page, we've got groups of information under our tabs. On the Events tab, we can get class reports, see catch-up lessons, we can see any of the classes that he's scheduled in for the future, and make changes as required. The Finance tab allows us to view invoice information, make a payment for Adam, see outstanding invoices and payments if there is any outstanding. Under Linked Accounts, we can see who has access to this account and who Adam's account has access to view. So he can be viewed by Bob and Adam. However, he doesn't have the permission to view any other accounts when he logs in. We can assign Adam into a group. Groups are generally used for permissions. And if your site has individual permissions enabled, we can also assign different permissions based on the locations or the global permissions from this tab here. So that's how to manage a user. There's lots of information that can be stored on user accounts, and that shows up and pops up throughout the site. So let's take a look now at how to create a new user account. By selecting the People menu, we can then click on the New User button, and this presents us with a new user form. So there's a lot of mandatory fields in this form, and when we first start, we're only presented with the bare minimum information that we need for an account. So if we were to create an account for our new customer, John Smith, so I'm just going to complete his name there. We're going to give him an email address. We're going to leave him as active, and where he's going to be able to attend events and log into the site. We'll just give him a note there. So as you can see, now that I've selected the login information, there's a few more questions that we need to make sure that John's account is set up correctly. So we're going to give him a username, we'll give him a password to allow him to log into the site. We'll link him to Adam's account as well, so that when he logs in, he'll be able to see Adam's classes. Then we've got the student information, so we can give the student's date of birth, put them into a particular class type, choose a primary location. and then we can add them to a master class. So if we choose one of the ones in the main pool, so if we've got a 10:30 on Monday, so we'll put them into that, and then we'll also choose to update the term. Now, updating the term puts this account into all future lesson classes. So if it's midweek, it will start putting them into, and you just choose on the Monday, it will start to put them into the classes from next week. We'll just check that there's a 10:30 on a Monday. So here we've got this timetable loaded already. We can see here on the Monday we've only got the one student in that class. We can add makeup lessons, and we can allow this account to be viewed by a parent account. We can also add any additional information fields that we have, and then we just create that user. So that's created a John Smith account. If we go to our timetable now and refresh that information, we can see that John Smith has appeared in this timetable starting from the next week, which is where on a Wednesday it's come in from the Monday following. So that's the user account. There's lots of information in there, and we'll continue with the video series into other series, but that gives you a good overview of how user accounts work and what features are available for keeping information on your students and your users in my booklet. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and if you've got any questions about users, feel free to get in touch with us through our support pages. We'd be happy to hear from you. Thanks very much.